What's up, YouTube? Back again for another album review. Today I will be reviewing one of what's considered to be one of the greatest albums of all time. As a matter of fact, Rolling Stone magazine has this listed as the 10th greatest album of all time. And if you can see that emblem there or hear it, then you know what I'm talking about. 1968's The White Album by the Beatles. The album's technically called The Beatles, but it's obviously been called The White Album, and that's what everybody refers to it as. But yeah, this is just a great album, double album. It's got so many of the Beatles' best songs on it, it really does. It's not my favorite Beatles album. It's probably at my number 5 on my top 5 Beatles albums. It's a very, very great album. It really is great. But I think it's got some filler on it, in my opinion. I know that might be maybe a little controversial, but I think most people would consider there's some filler on this song or this album. But it's still a great album, one of the best of all time, and one of the Beatles' best for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into the track listing. This was released in 1968. This is the vinyl, of course, double album. It's got 30 songs on it, so yeah, just awesome stuff. So the first song that's playing right now, or ending right now rather, is Back in the USSR. Great song. Great upbeat, up-tempo song. It's really, really catchy. It's very rocky, you know, great way to open the album, Back in the USSR. One of the most recognizable Beatles songs, probably, too. Next song, Dear Prudence. I love this song. It's such a great ballad by John. It is so good. I love it to death. One of the best ballads I think the Beatles have ever wrote, and it's one of my favorite songs on the album. I absolutely love this song. Then we have the next song, Glass Onion. This is another good song. It's not one of my favorites, but I like all the references it has to a bunch of other Beatles songs. This is another rocky song. Glass Onion's a pretty good song. It's not bad at all. I would say it's a good song for sure. Then we have the next song is Obla-Dee, Obla-Da, and this is maybe my favorite on the album. I think this might be the catchiest song I've ever heard. It is absolutely it is so great. I love this song to death. It's so like happy going, great song. I absolutely love Obla-Dee, Obla-Da. One of the best Beatles songs ever. Maybe my favorite on this album. Then we have the next song is Wild Honey Pie. It's like, you know, it's like a second long video, maybe a minute long, whatever. It's not, you know, can't really give much of an opinion on that song. Then we have the continuing story of Bungalow Bill, and this is a kind of gimmicky song, I guess, but it's not too bad. It's got its moments. It's pretty catchy, I guess, so it's not one of my favorites, but it's not bad at all. Then we have While My Guitar Gently Weeps, maybe the most famous George Harrison song, and this is also one of my absolute favorite Beatles songs ever. While My Guitar Gently Weeps and Obla-Dee, Obla-Da are probably my 2 favorites on this album. I'll absolutely adore this song. I love it to death. Very, very, just awesome song. It's what it is. I mean, George Harrison does a great job on this song, without question. Next song is Happiness is a Warm Gun. This is a very different sounding song, but I absolutely love this song. It's kind of like dark in places, but it's also really, really catchy towards the end. I absolutely love Happiness is a Warm Gun, one of my favorites. Then we have Martha, My Dear. This is another good song. It's not one of my favorites, but it's still a good song. I like it. But I mean, because I'm going to have to kind of go through these quicker, because there's, like I said, a lot of songs, so not a bad song there. Then we have the next song is I'm So Tired. I really enjoyed this song too. It's really cool, I think. One of my favorites, definitely on the side, and it's a good song. Then we have Blackbird, one of the most famous Paul McCartney songs. I love Blackbird. I love the acoustic guitar in it. I love Paul throughout it. It's just great. The guitar works amazing, I think. Blackbird's one of the most famous Paul McCartney songs. I love it. Then we have Piggies, and Piggies I consider it throwaway. I mean, it's, you know, can't get much into that. It's throwaway. Filler, in my opinion. Then we have Rocky Raccoon. This is a really catchy song, actually. I enjoy this song. Not necessarily one of my favorites, but it is still a good song that I like and never skip. So it's got its really good moments in it. Then we have Don't Pass Me By. This is actually a really solid Ringo song. This is one that kind of gets overlooked from his singing, but still a good song. Then we have Why Don't We Do It in the Road, and this song is like seconds long, few seconds long as well. It's Ringo, I think, still singing this one. It's okay, can't really get much into that. Then we have I Will, and I Will's a good song, good ballad. It's not quite as good as the ballad that's after it, but it's still good. And that ballad, of course, being Julia by John Lennon, one of the most known John Lennon ballads. Great song, it really is. It's so great. Julia's awesome. Great, touching, you know, easygoing, soft song. Then we have the song to kick off the third side, Birthday. Really up-tempo, rocky song. I like Birthday a lot. Really recognizable guitar riff. Your Blues, really good song. I mean, it is what the title is. It's blues. It's very blues influenced. I love this song really well. Then we have Mother Nature's Son. Actually, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. But anyways, Mother Nature's Son, great ballad by Paul. This is sorta reminds me of The Fool on the Hill a little bit. I love this song though, really, really good. Then we have Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except Me and My Monkey, really catchy. That's a mouthful. Really catchy song though. I love it. It's a really rocky song, great song, one of my favorites on the album. Then we have Sexy Sadie. I really like this song too. John Lennon had a lot of great songs on this album, and Sexy Sadie is one of them for sure. Then we have arguably the heaviest Beatles song of all time, Helter Skelter. This song is just awesome. It really is. People misinterpret this song, and it really is a shame because Helter Skelter is a great song, great heavy song. Simple topic, but yet people make it more than it is. Helter Skelter is great. Then we have Long, 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 and I consider this completely throwaway in my opinion. I just don't like Long, Long, Long at all, so nothing else to say about that one. Then we have Revolution 1, and this is a really good song. Obviously, the Revolution version, the single, is very similar to this. This is just acoustic, slower version, but Revolution 1's great. Honey Pie is pretty good. It's not one of my favorites, but certainly not a bad song. Can't really hate on it too much. Then we have Savoy Truffle, or Savoy Truffle, however the heck you say it, but that's a pretty good song too. Not one of my favorites, but not bad at all. Then we have Cry Baby Cry, and I absolutely love Cry Baby Cry. I think it's one of the most underrated Beatles songs ever, and one of the best on this album without question. Then we have Revolution 9, and I don't even want to review this song because it's not even, I don't even consider it a song. Like, it's just weird. It's a bunch of random noises. It's, you know, whatever. Not good for this album. Then we have Good Night to end the album. It's a good song. It's not one of my favorites, but it's, you know, obviously it's pretty self-explanatory, so good song there. So yeah, that is my review of the Beatles' White Album, 1968 release. This is just a great album, it really is. It's one of the Beatles' best, my 5th favorite Beatles album. If I was to rate it, I'd probably give it about an 8.5 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, something like that. Because it does have some filler, but it's still a great album, one of the Beatles' best, and one of the best albums of all time by many people. So thank you all for watching. My Kiss discography will continue, as well as other album reviews in the future. Thanks for watching.